catch the vibes. You guys, unsweetened black tea with apple juice. So good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm a love and wellness intuitive coach, and here we talk about healing from the inside out. Okay, you guys, so let's talk about this. How to deal with jealousy. I love to share the things that have truly helped me grow on my journey and just real life things that we all face. Jealousy is a huge thing. Now, if you're religious, you know that it's a sin. And there's a reason for that, because what does jealousy produce? What happens when you're feeling jealous of somebody, or if you're on the receiving end of that and somebody is jealous of you? No matter what, it's icky, it's gross, it's unclean. And if you're a woman especially, it's unfeminine, unladylike, not classy. But regardless of that, it just doesn't feel good to your heart, to your energy. So we want to know how to honestly rid ourselves of it, because see, something like jealousy, if you recognize that you're feeling jealous of somebody for whatever reason, if you become conscious of that and self-aware of that, it might make you feel ashamed. And so it's not about running away from these difficult feelings. It's more about trying to lean into those uncomfortable feelings. What is it revealing about you? And how can you release it and let it go? See, when we release things like jealousy, which is what we're going to focus on today's video, but when we are developing ourselves, when we're on a personal growth journey, when we're practicing true self-love, this includes releasing so many things. And when you learn how to overcome feelings of jealousy, it's gonna benefit you. Now, if somebody is jealous of you, this video could still help you because it might give you some perspective as to why. But it's a natural human emotion. It's something we're warned about spiritually because we are gonna face it on earth. So if you are feeling jealous of somebody, it's not about coming down on yourself, feeling ashamed, feeling like you suck. It's more about how can you actually rid yourself of those feelings so that you can elevate, you can vibrate higher. And this is what we deserve. This is how you're gonna truly feel happy. You're gonna truly feel free. You're gonna be loving yourself, but we gotta face these parts of ourselves, because otherwise those types of feelings, they stay dormant. And maybe, see, for somebody who's not self-aware, other people might be able to notice, whoa, like they're acting like jealous, they're acting weird. But then that person might not notice it themselves, right? So jealousy is something we should talk about because it matters. And we're not even going to talk about relationships, right? Because that can show up big time when we talk about romantic relationships, even friendships or whatever. Nah, this is going to be focusing on the self. If you feel feelings of jealousy, or if somebody has jealousy toward you, what are we gonna do about it? You guys, and I'm gonna dare to say that jealousy is a bit natural, and that's why we're warned about it spiritually. We gotta catch ourselves. We gotta reverse it. We gotta stop it dead in its tracks, you know. And it's one of those human things where it can come upon you, but self-awareness is key. Jealousy, it's not okay. Okay, so don't let it fester in your heart, because it produces horrible things, horrible feelings for you. You're enough as you are. You don't actually have to feel jealous. We want to release it. Okay, how are we going to do this? This is here's a true example. I was somewhere recently, or a few months ago, and I was standing in line, and this gorgeous woman walked out of this room from the back, she came out of nowhere. Like, she entered the room, right? This gorgeous woman entered the room while I was standing in line. And my automatic reaction was, it was like dislike for her. Okay, I'm being so raw and honest with you guys right now. I don't know this woman. I never met this woman. I just saw this woman. This is in the first 2 to 3 seconds. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because it's important to recognize that from a primal place, just naturally, we can be prone to feeling jealousy, but that does not mean it's okay. It doesn't mean that it's right to do it. And as I've been living more consciously, more self-aware, I recognized that within myself, and I immediately felt guilty, and I knew that I had no reason to feel that way. So you might feel jealous of somebody because of their beauty, like their looks. Their looks automatically can trigger you. It can trigger insecurity. I feel like most people compare themselves to others without even realizing it. And it doesn't just have to be for women, it can be for men too. Men can do this to men, women can do this to women, but we have to check our heart, okay? Because that's unpure. And see, after I was reflecting on that for a while, I was like, I felt so bad for this woman. She did absolutely nothing. She didn't deserve those feelings. And I'm someone who's self-aware. Imagine other people who they just don't like her and they don't even care. Like, they don't have a reason. The reason is that they're jealous. That's why they don't like her. They might not change that about themselves. So how is she treated? And that's why I'm going to link my video down below on pretty privilege. Why pretty isn't always a privilege. No, okay, because a lot of people consider me to be pretty, and I've experienced that. I've been on the receiving end of that, where I just walk up to a counter somewhere to order something, and I just get an attitude. I just get a dirty look. I just get a bad energy. They don't know me. They just came across me 1 second ago. They just automatically don't like me. Okay, so this is why we have to talk about jealousy when we are on a spiritual journey, but then also if you're just like self-development and you want to grow. Okay, so check your heart. Stop hating on people just because they look good. It doesn't mean you don't look good. There's this quote that I love to remind myself of, where it's like 2 flowers can bloom at the same time, or 2 things can be pretty at the exact same time. Okay, so when you're jealous, ask yourself, are you just hating on somebody right now? When you're jealous, it's gonna end up making you feel bad, okay? Bitter, upset, mad, angry, sad, insecure, all these things. And this is why we wanna rid ourselves of jealousy. But we gotta be real with ourselves. You know, that's how we truly grow. That's why in that moment, catch it in the moment, just be self-aware. And that's why I've shared with you before that shame, that vibration of shame, right? Don't spiritual bypass. Don't just be like, shame's a low vibe. Like, I don't want to feel shame. I don't want to feel angry. No, recognize your feelings. They're revealing things to you. You feel shame because it's wrong. Okay, so jealousy makes you feel inferior, but you don't have to. That's a lie. And it's based in the ego. Okay, so we don't have to compete with each other. We don't have to see who's better. You are amazing on your own. And this is what I want to share with you. How do you defeat jealousy? You recognize that 2 things can be beautiful at the same time. Somebody else's beauty or success or whatever you might find yourself jealous of, someone else's talents, their gifts, their relationship, their blessings. If you find yourself feeling jealous, it's like you feel like you're lacking. Well, why don't you have it? Why them, not me? Why do they get those things? What about me? Blah, blah, blah. And you might just feel small, but I want you to know that there's more than enough blessings for everybody, because God's living through everyone, and you don't want to be living from a place of lack. Tap into abundance, the feelings of abundance. They're great, I'm great. I have my own blessings that are awaiting me, but you don't want to block your blessings or just be feeling in a bad energy, negative energy by being jealous. Like, it's like you're betraying yourself. Do you not see your own greatness? Do you not see your own light, your own beauty, your own gifts? And God is love. You have so many beautiful things that await you. And blessings in this very moment, you want to feel gratitude for them, and don't compare yourself to other people because it's just going to make you feel bad. Okay, now I'm going to share with you guys the truth. Okay, now I was thinking about this topic, right? Because here online, especially, sometimes people get real brave on social media. And you can tell they're jealous, they're acting jealous, they're acting crazy, they're acting like a hater, but maybe they feel safe because it's behind the screen, but it's clearly jealousy, okay? So, see, the old me would have got mad, would have been trying to fight and things like this, but I come a long way, you guys. I'm telling you the truth, how to overcome jealousy, because We see it everywhere, in real life, online, whatever the case is. Let me tell you guys, like, how can you get, how am I able to share this with you? I mean, I've been jealous before. Let me give you an example, okay? There was this girl, and she was so beautiful, and she was also really popular online. I think she had like 2 million followers on Instagram. She was famous for her body and she had a lot of attention, but that is not why I was jealous of her. I was jealous of her because she got with a boy that I liked at the time. That's right. So do you see how this is so petty? Jealousy can bring out the worst sides of us, and that's why we want to learn how to release it. You don't want to be a hater out here, like, for what? And ladies, when it comes to relationships, like, don't find yourself jealous over a man, because here's the thing. Everybody is free. So if he is not choosing to be with you, then let him be free. Why should you be jealous, like chasing after somebody? You don't have to do that to yourself. You deserve somebody who wants to be with you, and it's not a competition, right? So let that man go and let him be free. Also, it's not a reflection of your own worth. So if you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling jealous, it's a chance for you to go within and work on yourself. You got to validate yourself. That's why I tell you, your validation, it doesn't come from other people, how they treat you, what they think of you at all. You have to know that you are enough and that you're amazing, that you're rare, and there's only one of you. You have to love yourself so much that whether somebody is around you or not, whether somebody thinks highly of you or not, it's not going to shake you. It's not going to rock you. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. What you think of yourself matters more, right? Okay, so how does this show up when somebody's jealous of us? What are some signs that people are jealous of you that you want to be aware of? Like, how will this show? How do you know? Because most people are not going to just be like, I'm jealous of you, right? The first thing is they're going to try to compete with you. Like, they're going to try to win. They got to seem better than you. And that's why all of this is based in the ego. And that's why it's dumb. Like, you can always overcome things with the ego when you tap into your heart, when you tap into your spirit. But they're trying to compete with you. They'll compare themselves. They'll be in some type of silent competition. They're going to try to nitpick you. They're going to try to find something wrong with you. If somebody is jealous of you, they're looking for a flaw. They're looking for something that they can think is wrong with you so that they can feel better about themselves, which is so petty, right? We waste so much energy with things like this, and that's why it's immature. But it doesn't matter your age. Anybody can have themselves feeling jealous sometimes, and you got to just be able to release it. Because if you carry jealousy around from you, like, I was thinking about those crazy scenarios where jealousy gets so deep, because people might think, oh, it's just playful, it's just innocent, like everybody gets jealous. But no, you do not want to mess with something like that. It's like dark energy, heavy, dense energy. Think of, like, you guys know about Selena, the singer Selena, and her manager that she had around her. She was so jealous of her, she ended up killing her. Marvin Gaye, same thing, his own dad in LA, right? Like, he ended up taking his life. And I know situations in my personal life, just crazy things have happened over jealousy. So jealousy, it's not something that, like, it's actually really serious, which is why you want to catch yourself if you're feeling jealous and you want to get away from people who are jealous of you. Like, they have to work on themselves. Because people can do crazy things if they think in their mind that you're better than them. And now they're, it just can get dangerous, right? So jealous of your friends, jealous of strangers on the internet, all this, you know. So how do we heal? Like, how do we release it? How do we move past it? Tap into self-love. Start loving yourself for everything you are, not everything that you're not. Start really appreciating yourself. See, here's one thing I've learned. We constantly can see what's missing. Like, so much of humanity is moving from a place of lack. We're moving from what we don't have. Okay, if you have a cup full of ice water, where do your eyes go? Do you focus on how much water is in the cup, or do your eyes go to the top to see how much is not there? Do you focus on what you do have, or do you focus on what lacks? And this is for everything. Like, so many things could be going good for you in your life. You could be blessed in so many ways. You're rare, you're one of one. You're not, God is not leaving you out. Like, there's so much blessings. Like, you're alive for once, right? So when we start being grateful for one, when we start being grateful for our lives and what we are, everything that we are, we're gonna start loving ourselves more and appreciating life more. And remember, life is reflecting your inside world. So the more you feel good, the more you're gonna see things to feel good about, and the more blessings are gonna pour into your life for you to be happy about. But if you're focusing on what you don't have, if you're comparing yourself to other people, that's gonna put you in a state of lack. It's gonna have you feeling bad. And you don't have to. Our mind can play tricks on us all the time. So focus on yourself. Recognize your own greatness, confidence, work on your confidence, your self-esteem, and realize that you're not lacking. How do we release jealousy? We get real with ourselves and we recognize, why are we jealous? Like the girl that I told you about who was dating the guy that I liked, or technically was like, was dating him first and then he ended up dating her. Okay, so yeah, it's natural to feel jealous. Nah, but I still had to chill on that. Like, obsessing over that, that's creepy vibes. And this is years, it was like 10 years ago, but still, like, I remember it because that was pathetic. Like, I didn't have to do that. You don't have to do that. So first we got to recognize it, and then we have to be like, okay, well, instead of focusing on other people, instead of comparing yourself to them, you do something to be proud of within yourself. Find somebody who wants to be with you, not looking at somebody else's relationship, right? Nitpicking it. Being jealous, being a hater. And, you know, it's basically like you tell yourself you don't matter and you put these other people on a pedestal for what? Like, you know, that's what you're subconsciously doing, thinking that you're not good enough. So realize that more blessings will pour into your life as you start to cleanse your heart. And this is what this is really about, is like doing the real work within, like the inner work, the shadow work, looking at your darkest parts. And why do we do this? Like for a shiny trophy? No. Why we do this? Because this is how you truly grow spiritually, how you elevate, how you ascend. And as you ascend, you become lighter energetically. You're light as a feather out here. You're flying, you're free. You feel good genuinely, and it lasts. It doesn't mean that things don't come your way that can shake you up or make you feel bad, but when you actually do inner work, okay, well, now you know how to do it, so you can overcome anything that comes your way. You start to feel jealous of somebody, recognize it, and release it. What is it showing you about yourself? And this is how you're gonna genuinely start to feel more happy, lighter, free, right? Because when you see somebody in a happy vibration, they've just learned how to release things that were stifling them on an energetic level. So I hope this video helped you in some way. I'm sending you love, power, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.